So hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Creatrix. Welcome to Unacademy. So in these sessions, we are going to start the communication system and you are going to study the communication system like never before. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Vishal Soni and I have cleared ESC examination 2 times, both times in double digit rank. And I have also served as a Group A Gazette officer in Indian Railways and in Indian Telecommunication Services. And I have also cleared a lot of public sector examinations. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy and I really feel proud to be the part of the Unacademy team, because Unacademy is the revolution in the field of free education and in the field of affordable education, and we as a team are really looking forward for every student to just come onto the Unacademy platform. You can attend the special classes, you can come onto this YouTube channel and you can stay connected with us so that you can understand the quality education and you can understand the efforts that we are putting in, so that every student of this country, whether he stays in a village or he stays in a town, should get the access of the content, that too in a very affordable prices, and he can also or she can also clear the examination with the best possible ranks. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy with more than 15 million watch minutes in the overall duration and 2 million watch minutes in the last 30 days. So I am right now the top educator in Unacademy across all the branches, having rank 4 right now. And you can also follow me on Unacademy on this particular link. So you can go and follow me on Unacademy. Apart from that, my advice to every student is that how should you crack the examination and what are the components to cracking the examination. So the first question that comes to the mind, that can anyone prepare from the YouTube? Yes, you can prepare from the YouTube, but you should develop or cultivate some habits in yourself. For example, you should be very much disciplined. You should arrange the extra resources. For example, the PDFs you have to arrange, the test series you have to arrange by yourself, and most importantly, that self-discipline you should be containing in yourself, so that you can be very corrective manner and you can approach the examination in the best possible manner. So all these things you have to arrange yourself. The sense of competitiveness you have to cultivate in yourself, because the audience on the YouTube are not that much of competitive in nature, or maybe you cannot feel the competition which is present right now. So all these things are the part of the journey if you want to prepare through the YouTube, or maybe if you want to prepare through the free resources. Apart from that, if you want that you should get complete content, then this is the YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel itself, all the free content are available. You just have to go to the playlist. All the subjects are completed there. You just have to go and watch all the lectures one by one. Definitely will be getting benefited. But the extra things that I have told you, that the self-discipline and the sense of competitiveness and a lot of things you have to arrange by yourself. If you are comfortable in that, then you can do that. Apart from that, you should also have Unacademy learning app, so that the special classes you can attend. A lot of educators in this country are actually providing the special classes, that too absolutely free of cost, so that you can get the quality content in the best possible manner. Apart from that, there is also another component for you, which is Unacademy Plus. So on Unacademy Plus, what is your job? You just have to study. If you join this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to worry about the crash courses, weekly test, doubt solving sessions, the language barrier, rank improvement batches, live classes. So all these things will be taken care by the Unacademy. You just have to take the Unacademy Plus subscription and you have to come on to the Unacademy. You will be daily getting the live classes. You will be getting the crash courses. When you will be getting the crash courses? When the syllabus are completed. You will be getting the weekly test in the form of quizzes. Every fourth class is the doubt solving session, which is the major you can say the component or the major impact will be creating on your studies will be this doubt solving group. Because until and unless your doubts are not being cleared, until and unless you are not able to clear your doubts, you will never get the confidence in the subject. So once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, every fourth class is doubt solving session. Apart from that, various other doubt solving sessions are going on. So ultimately you will be getting your doubts cleared and you will gain confidence in the subject. The language barrier will not be an issue, because the batches will be running both Hindi and in English, and rank improvement batches will also be there. So all these things are the component of this Plus subscription. Once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to be worried about your self-discipline, your competitiveness nature. Everything will be present on Unacademy, because a lot of other students will be there. Since the classes will be live, you can also watch it recorded later on. So the discipline automatically comes, because you get the idea that you will be having the daily live classes. Apart from that, there is also one iconic subscription. In this iconic subscription, the game changer is this personal coach. So this subscription is for them who thinks that their basics are weak, or those who are talented but they needs a continuous push. So this personal coach will be guiding you throughout your study. He will be giving you the study planners. You will be getting the study booster sessions. Once you will get the test, you will be getting the analytics. Analytics plays a major role in improving yourself. We as a teacher also get our analytics so that we can improve on the daily basis. So once you start getting the analytics, you will be also improving massively on the daily basis. Apart from that, there will also be the guidance for the mains once you clear the prelims, and there will also be the guidance for the interview once you clear the mains. So once you take the Iconic subscription, all the benefits of the Plus are included by default in this. And if you take the Plus subscription, then also these things will be included in that, though, so that will also create impact in your preparation, so that you just have to study. Rest of the things will be taken care by Unacademy. So now let us start the class and let us understand what we have to study in this particular topic.
Hello friends, welcome to this lecture of communication system. So in the last class we discussed about the basics of the digital receiver, and we discussed the different blocks of the digital receiver. And digital receiver has basically three different blocks. One was linear time invariant filter, second was sampler, and third one was decision making device. And we also developed a formula for probability of bit error, and that formula was probability of error equal to probability of 1 transmitted into probability that receiver decides in the favor of 0 when 1 is transmitted, plus probability of 0 transmitted into probability that receiver decides in the favor of 1 when 0 is transmitted. So now in this class we will try to understand how to calculate these different components, that is this component probability of 1 transmission, 0 by 1 transmission, 0 transmission, and 1 by 0 transmission. So first of all I'll discuss about this probability of 1 transmission. So basically it represents the probability that bit 1 is transmitted by transmitter. It is same as the probability that pulse S1T has been transmitted by transmitter. It is same as the probability that pulse S1T has been received by the first block of the receiver, which is LTI filter. Now it should be same as the probability that output of the LTI filter is S01 T, and it is same as the probability that sampled value at the input of decision device is equal to S01, and this S01 will be a deterministic or a constant value, because it is nothing but the sampled value of a transmitted pulse. So finally you can say that this probability of 1 transmission will be equal to the probability that S0 becomes equal to S01, and here this S01 is sampled value, deterministic value, or simply it will be some constant value. So let me define this S01 as K. So I can call it as S0 equal to K. In the similar fashion you can define probability of 0 transmission. It represents probability that bit 0 is transmitted by transmitter. or you can say that it is the probability that pulse S2T is transmitted by transmitter. Again, it will be same as the probability that pulse S2T has been received by first block of the receiver, which is LTI filter. It will be same as the probability that output of LTI filter will be S02T, and it will be same as the probability of sampled value at the input of the decision making device is equal to S02. So basically we can say that probability of zero transmission is equal to probability of S0 being S02, and if I define S02 as minus K, so it becomes probability of S0 equal to minus K. Obviously this S02 is the sampled version of the deterministic signal, so it will give the deterministic value or a constant value. So it will give a deterministic or a constant value. So finally you can say that if this is your decision device and this is the random variable at the input of the decision device, this is lambda, and this decision device based upon the value of lambda decides in the favor of 1 or 0. So here first of all you can write your S0 as S01, S02 when 1 is transmitted, when 0 is transmitted, or in this particular case you can call S01 as K when 1 is transmitted and S02 equal to minus K when 0 is transmitted. So your Y gets also transformed. It was S01 plus N0 when 1 is transmitted, S02 plus N0 when 0 is transmitted. So it becomes equal to K plus N0 when 1 is transmitted minus K plus N0 when 0 is transmitted. And you can also see from here that this particular random variable Y is combination of S0 plus N0. This is the sample value, so this will always be constant. This N0 is a random variable, so this will be a random variable, and random variable and constant value will always result in a random variable. So what we want to say that if I somehow know the PDF of this random variable N0, then I can always obtain the PDF of this random variable Y. Apart from that, you should also notice that here you have Y equal to S0 plus N0, and this becomes S01 plus N0 when 1 is transmitted, S02 plus N0 when 0 is transmitted, or in this case I have assumed this value as plus K when 1 is transmitted and this value as minus K when 0 is transmitted. So what you can say that the random variable at the input of decision device which is y, depends upon the pulse transmitted by transmitter. Because you can see that whenever 1 is transmitted by the transmitter, this y becomes S01 plus N0, and when 0 is transmitted by the transmitter, it becomes S0 plus N0. So when 1 is transmitted by the transmitter, so this random variable y becomes k plus N0, and when 0 is transmitted by the transmitter, it becomes y equal to minus k plus N0. So we say that if the PDF of N0 is known, then we can always obtain the PDF of y. But this is not completely true, because the PDF of N0 is known, then we can calculate the PDF of y only when S0 is known. So whenever 1 is transmitted, in that case y becomes k plus N0. So in this case, if the PDF of N0 is known, then we can draw the PDF of 1. Similarly, if 0 is transmitted and we know the PDF of N0, then we can draw the PDF of y. So the PDF of y depends upon the transmission of 1 or 0, or we can say that the PDF of y will always be conditional PDF. So if the PDF of N0 is known, we cannot directly draw the PDF of y until and unless we do not know the value of S0. So the value of S0 is here very important. So that is why we are saying that for transmission of 1, this y becomes k plus N0. So based upon this value of k, this PDF of y will get modified. So let me define the PDF of y. So in this case, I can write the PDF of y something like this, and it is representing the conditional PDF of y when 1 is transmitted by the transmitter. Similarly, I can define the PDF of y here as this, and it will represent the conditional PDF of y when 0 is transmitted. So whenever we will know the PDF of N0, we can draw the PDF of y as long as this S0 is known. So based upon that, we say that the PDF of y depends upon the transmission of 1 or 0. That is why PDF of y can always be called as a conditional PDF. Now, till now, it is very much clear that this y equal to S0 plus N0, and if we know that the PDF of this random variable, then we can obtain the PDF of y if we exactly know this value of S0. So first of all, I can say that this y will become plus k plus N0 minus k plus N0. This is when 1 is transmitted, this is when 0 is transmitted. So the random variable at the input of decision device when 1 is transmitted is equal to y, and that is plus k plus N0. Now, if PDF of N0 is known at the input of decision device when 1 is transmitted. So I am assuming that PDF of N0 to be f of N0 this. Then PDF of random variable y, which is conditional PDF of random variable y when random variable y at the input of decision device when 1 is transmitted. So this symbol will be something like this. This is the conditional PDF of the conditional PDF of y at the input of the decision device when 1 is transmitted by the transmitter. So this can be obtained by shifting PDF k units rightwards. So from here you can say that whenever PDF of n0 is known, then the PDF of k plus n0 can be obtained by shifting the PDF of n0 k units rightwards. So that is what is written here, that random variable at the input of the decision device when 1 is transmitted is k plus n0, and PDF of n0 is known at the input of the decision device when 1 is transmitted. Then the PDF of the random variable y, which is conditional PDF of random variable y at the input of the decision device when 1 is transmitted, and the symbol we already know, fy1 transmitted y, can be obtained by shifting f of n0 k unit rightwards. Similarly, you can also write that random variable at the input of decision device when 0 is transmitted by the transmitter, so it becomes y equal to minus k plus n0. So you can say if PDF of n0 is known at the input of decision device when 0 is transmitted. So in this case, the PDF of n0 is independent of whether 1 is transmitted or 0 is transmitted. So that is why I am taking this f of n0 and not same in both the cases. Now, the PDF of random variable y, which is conditional PDF of random variable y at the input of decision device when 0 is transmitted. So it can be represented by the symbol fy of 0 transmitted y, and it can be obtained by shifting the PDF of n0, which is this, k units leftwards. So now it is very clear that if the random variable at the input of the decision device is some s0 plus n0, where s0 is any constant value depending upon whether 1 is transmitted or 0 is transmitted, it is a random variable. So this y is also a random variable, and you can write it as s01 plus n0. This is a random variable and this is constant value corresponding to the transmission of 1. Similarly, it can be written as s02 plus n0, which is a random variable and it is a constant value corresponding to the transmission of 0. or in this particular case you can write it as k plus n naught when 1 is transmitted minus k plus n naught when 0 is transmitted. So if we know the PDF of n naught, then we can obtain the PDF of k plus n naught, and if we know the PDF of n naught, we can obtain the PDF of minus k plus n naught. So the PDF of y is not a normal PDF, rather it is a conditional PDF, because the random variable y is itself depending whether s naught is with respect to transmission of 1 or with respect to transmission of 0. So y itself is a conditional random variable because it is depending on the value of s naught, and where as s naught is changing, random variable y is also changing. So first of all, let me make the PDF of n naught. So n naught is noise random variable, and PDF of n naught at the input of decision making device or decision device. So let me make the PDF of n naught. Can have any shape. I am making just any general shape. It will satisfy all the properties of PDF. So this shape I have already drawn. So this is the shape of the PDF of n naught. Now we know that y equal to k plus n naught when 1 is transmitted. So the PDF of y, or the conditional PDF of y, will become f of n naught minus k, or the PDF of this n naught is shifted k units rightwards. So let me draw the PDF of conditional PDF of y. So this is fy, and this is the conditional PDF of y. This point will become a plus k, this point will become b plus k, and this is conditional PDF of y at the input of decision device when 1 is transmitted. Similarly, I can also write y equal to minus k plus n naught when 0 is transmitted. So the conditional PDF of y can be written as f of n naught plus k. So basically the PDF of n naught is shifted k units leftwards. So first of all, let me draw the PDF of n naught again. So this is the PDF of n naught. So this point is A, this point is B. Now the conditional PDF of y when 0 is transmitted can be drawn like this. So it becomes A minus k, this point becomes B minus k, and you can call it as conditional PDF of random variable y at the input of the decision device at input of decision device when 0 is transmitted. So this is the relation between the PDFs at the input of the decision device. At the input of the decision device, you will always get y random variable, which is the combination of signal plus noise, and the y itself depends whether 1 is transmitted or 0 is transmitted. Based upon that, the random variable y changes. So once you know the PDF of n naught and you know that whether 1 is transmitted or 0 is transmitted, you can plot the PDF of y. That is why PDFs of y are generally known as conditional PDF. So we have drawn the conditional PDF in both the cases. So if PDF of n naught is known, to draw the PDF of k plus n naught, PDF of n naught is shifted rightwards. And if PDF of n naught is known, and to draw the PDF of minus k plus n naught, the PDF of n naught is shifted k units leftwards. Now let us try to understand this. This is your y, s naught plus n naught, lambda. When y greater than lambda, it decides in the favor of 1. When y less than lambda, it decides in the favor of 0. So this is your decision device. Now this y can be written as S01 plus N0 when 1 is transmitted, S02 plus N0 when 0 is transmitted, or K plus N0 when 1 is transmitted, minus K plus N0 when 0 is transmitted. So we have assumed the values of S01 and S02. So when 1 is transmitted by the transmitter, then the decision device looks something like this. At the input of the decision device, you will have y, which is equal to S01 plus N0. This is lambda. And decision device compares this y with lambda. So if y greater than lambda, it decides in the favor of 1. When y less than lambda, it decides in the favor of 0. So here we can say that in this case, this decision is correct and this decision is false. And this particular decision will lead to probability of error, because when 1 is transmitted, the random variable y at the input of the decision device will be S01 plus N0, which you can also write in this case as minus k plus N0, because you have assumed the value of S01 as k. So whenever y is greater than lambda, it decides in the favor of 1. So you transmitted 1, it decided in the favor of 1, no probability of error. And when you transmitted 1 and it decides in the favor of 0, so obviously there will be some probability of error or some chances of error. Similarly, when 0 is transmitted, so when 0 is transmitted by the transmitter, then at the receiver, this decision device will look something like this. So this is your decision device. The input of this decision device now will become y equal to S02 plus N0 and lambda. So again it will compare this y and lambda. If y is greater than lambda, it decides in the favor of 1. When y is less than lambda, it decides in the favor of 0. So you can say that when 0 is transmitted, the input of the decision device, you can also write it as minus k plus N0, because you have already assumed the value of S02 as minus k. So whenever this y is greater than lambda, it decides in the favor of 1, and you can say that this decision is not correct, this decision is false, and it will lead to the probability of error, and this decision is correct. So when you transmitted 0, the input of the decision device was a random variable which is equal to S02 plus N0 or minus k plus N0. It compared it with the decision threshold, and based upon that value, it generated either 1 or 0. And since you were transmitting 0, so when it decided in the favor of 0, that decision was correct. And when you were transmitting 0 and it decided in the favor of 1, so obviously that decision was false, and it will lead to some probability of error. Now, suppose if I have to calculate probability of 0, 1 is transmitted, and we have to calculate probability of 1 when 0 is transmitted. So let us try to calculate it. So suppose if I have to calculate probability of 0 when 1 is transmitted. So this will be the decision making device. This is lambda. This will be y. Since you are transmitting 1, so for transmission of 1, this y will become k plus n naught. And when y greater than lambda, it decides in the favor of 0. When y less than lambda, it decides in the favor of 0. So this particular expression, which is probability of 0 by 1 transmission, is basically representing that the decision making device should decide in the favor of 0 when 1 is transmitted. So 1 is transmitted by transmitter, and after that this is the part of receiver or the decision making device. So you can say that this will be equal to the probability that y 1 transmitted, it is representing the random variable at the input of the decision device when 1 is transmitted, this should be less than lambda. Then only when 1 will be transmitted, it will decide in the favor of 0. So you know that you already know the conditional PDF of this random variable y, and probability and PDF can always be related with some formula. So you can write it as minus infinity to lambda y by 1 transmitted y dy. So with the help of this conditional PDF, you can calculate this expression. Now suppose we have to calculate the probability of 1 by 0 transmission. So here at the transmitter side, 0 is transmitted, and what will happen at the decision making device? So at the decision device, since 0 is transmitted, so output will become minus k plus n naught. This will be lambda. Whenever y is greater than lambda, it decides in the favor of 1. Y less than lambda, it decides in the favor of 0. This particular expression is telling us that it should decide in the favor of 1 when 0 is transmitted. So I will write y 0 transmitted. It is representing the random variable y at the input of decision device when 0 has been transmitted, and it will decide in the favor of 1 when it is greater than lambda. So obviously you know the conditional PDF of this random variable, and the probability and the PDF can be related with the help of area. So I can write this as lambda to infinity fy 0 transmitted into y dy. So we have calculated this expression also. So if you notice that in the formula of this probability of error, which was probability of 0 transmission into 1 by 0 transmission plus probability of 1 transmission into probability of 0 by 1 transmission. So you have calculated this probability of 0 transmission, which is the probability of S naught equal to being minus k. And you also calculated the probability of 1 transmission, which is the probability of S naught being equal to k. And you calculated this probability of 0 transmitted. So whenever 0 is transmitted, y will become this y when 0 transmitted, and the decision device will decide in the favor of 1 whenever this y is greater than lambda. So you must first notice this denominator and adjust y accordingly. Then with respect to the decision of the decision device, you should put this sign with lambda. So you can write this as lambda to infinity conditional PDF of y dy. Similarly, if I have to write this expression, so this is the probability that decision making device decides in the favor of 0 when 1 is transmitted. So the decision making device will decide in the favor of 0 when y is less than lambda, and since we are transmitting 1, so this y will become y1 transmitted. So here also you can write minus infinity to lambda the conditional PDF of 1 transmission y dy. So all these values, when you will put here, you will get the probability of bit error. So all these expressions can be calculated at the input of the decision making device. So if I will observe my decision device, so you will observe that this decision device decision device has input, threshold, output. So when y greater than lambda, it decides in the favor of 1, y less than lambda in the favor of 0. And the input of this decision device will be S0 plus N0. Here S0 will be minus k and k, or you can also write S0 equal to minus k when 0 transmitted, k when 1 transmitted. So S0 will change, accordingly y will also change. So in the problems you should always notice the decision device. Once you will focus on the decision device, you must focus on the input of the decision device. So the input of the decision device will always be a random variable, which will be the combination of a noise and a signal. So this signal will have two discrete values, as in this case is minus k and k, and you can obtain those two values, minus k and k, and the PDF of noise either will be given or you have to identify from somewhere else. So first, from this data, if you want to calculate the probability of error, which is probability of 0 transmission into 1 by 0 transmission plus probability of 1 transmission into probability of 0 by 1 transmission. So first of all, you should calculate this probability of 0 transmission, and it will always be the equal to S0 equal to minus k. Similarly, probability of 1 transmission will always be calculated from here. So it will become probability of S0 equal to k. Now this probability of 1 when 0 is transmitted can now be easily understood that we have to calculate that receiver decides in the favor of 1 when 0 is transmitted. So receiver will decide in the favor of 1 whenever y is greater than lambda, which is written here. Now you should notice that which y I should use, for 0 transmission or 1 transmission. So obviously I will use the y for 0 transmission. So you can always relate it with PDF. You have conditional PDF of y when 0 is transmitted, and the limit will be lambda to infinite. Similarly, you can calculate probability of 0 by 1 transmitted. So this will become the probability that receiver decides in the favor of 0. Receiver will decide in the favor of 0 when y is less than lambda, and which value of y I can use, because y has two values, one with respect to 0 transmission, another with respect to 1 transmission. So I will use the value of 1 transmission. So it becomes minus infinity to lambda conditional PDF of y when 1 is transmitted. So in this manner, just by looking the decision device, you can calculate all the required value which is needed for the calculation of probability of error. Now let us try to understand that how we will relate all these things with the given PDFs. So the formula of probability of error is probability of 0 transmission 1 0 transmission plus probability of 1 transmission into 0 by 1 transmission. So this particular expression is receiver decides in the favor of y. So receiver will decide in the favor of y whenever y is greater than lambda, and which value of y I should use. So I will choose the value of y with respect to 0 transmission. So this can be written as lambda to infinity and conditional PDF of 0 transmission. Similarly, you can write 0 by 1 transmission equal to, it is the probability that receiver should decide in the favor of 0. So it will decide in the favor of 0 whenever y is less than lambda, and which value of y should I use, for 1 transmission or 0 transmission. So it is written here, so I will use the value of y for 1 transmission. So you can write it as minus infinite to lambda fy of 1 transmission y dy. Now let us try to link all these formulas from the PDF. So we have already the PDF of the conditional PDF of y both when 1 is transmitted and 0 is transmitted. So we have already obtained the PDFs. So this was the conditional PDF of y when 1 was transmitted by the transmitter, and this was the conditional PDF of y when 0 was transmitted by the transmitter. So you can see that this value should have been a plus k, this was b plus k, this value was a minus k, this value was b minus k. So this was the conditional PDF. Now let me make this value as lambda. So this value I'm calling it as lambda. So this is lambda, this is lambda. Now what is this probability of 1 by 0 transmission? It is saying that we have to calculate the area under the curve of the conditional PDF of y when 0 is transmitted from lambda to infinity. So this is the area from lambda to infinity, and this area under the curve is representing the probability of 1 when 0 is transmitted, or the probability that receiver decides in the favor of 1 when 0 is transmitted. Similarly, if I have to calculate the probability that receiver decides in the favor of 0 when 1 is transmitted, so I have to calculate the area under the curve from minus infinity to lambda of the conditional PDF of y when 1 is transmitted. So this is the conditional PDF of y 1 is transmitted. So we have to calculate area under the curve from minus infinity to lambda. So this particular area is representing probability that receiver decides in the favor of 0 when 1 is transmitted. You can also calculate the same probabilities in other manner. Say for example, you have the same formula, is probability of error equal to probability of 0 transmission into probability of 1 by 0 transmission plus probability of 1 transmission into probability of 0 by 1 transmission. Now you know that y is k plus n naught when 1 is transmitted minus k plus n naught when 0 is transmitted. So we have already calculated this 0 transmitted and 1 transmission. Now we are interested in the calculation of probability of 1 when 0 is transmitted. So you know that the receiver will decide in the favor of 1 only when y is greater than lambda, and here we will have two values of y, for 1 transmission, for 0 transmission, so we will use the 0 transmission value. Now this y of 0 transmission, or the y when 0 is transmitted, can be written like this. It can be minus k plus n naught greater than lambda, or you can also write here n naught should be greater than lambda plus k. From here you can say that this is a random variable, you know that it's PDF, and this is some value. So you can always relate the probability with the PDF. So it becomes f of n naught dn naught. Similarly, you can also calculate probability of 0 by 1 transmission. It means that receiver has to decide in the favor of 0 when 1 is transmitted. So it will become less than lambda. What is the probability of y for 1 transmission? It is k plus n naught. So I will write k plus n naught here. It is less than lambda. So it becomes probability of n naught less than lambda minus k, or this could be written as minus infinite to lambda minus k f n naught dn naught. So whenever the PDF of noise is given only, in that case you can directly calculate both these probabilities from here. And if you are given the PDF of y, or the conditional PDF of y for 0 and 1 transmission separately, then you can use the previous formula. So graphically you can say that if I draw the PDF of noise at the input of the decision device, so this was the PDF, this value is A, this value is B. Now let me draw two values here. Suppose this value is lambda plus k, and suppose this value is lambda minus k. So the area under the curve from lambda plus k to B will represent probability of 1 when 0 is transmitted. And this particular area under the curve represents probability of 0 when 1 is transmitted. So from the single PDF you are able to calculate these two values, and if you have calculated these two values, then obviously you can also calculate the probability of error. So finally, what you can summarize that you have two formulas for probability of error. Sorry, you have one formula for probability of error, which is this plus into 0 by 1 transmission, and you have two methods to calculate it. So in the case 1, if PDF of noise at the input of decision device is given. So if PDF of noise at the input of the decision device is given, then for a given lambda or a given threshold, you can calculate probability of error. So this probability of 0 transmission will be probability of, this is your decision device. So the input is S0 plus N0. This is lambda and this is y. So whenever y greater than lambda, it decides in the favor of 1. Y less than lambda, it decides in the favor of 0. So probability of 0 transmission becomes S0 equal to S0 1, and probability of 1 transmission becomes S0 equal to S0 1. Now the probability of 1 by 0 transmission, now you are comfortable, you can directly write y of 0 transmission. This 0 comes here, and if there is 1, we will put greater than lambda. So y when 0 is transmitted can be written as S0 2 plus N0 greater than lambda, or N0 greater than lambda minus S0 2. In this case, the value of S0 2 was minus k. So you have to calculate this particular expression. And the third one is 0 by 1 transmission. So probability of y for 1 transmission, and it will decide in the favor of 0 when it is less than lambda. So lambda will be given in the problem. Value of y when 1 is transmitted becomes S0 1 plus N0 less than lambda. It becomes N0 less than lambda minus S0 1, and it becomes N0 minus lambda minus k. So you can write it as infinity minus lambda minus k f of N0 N0 dN0. So in this manner you can calculate all these values. Now if the graph is given, so you can calculate these two values from the given PDF also. So if PDF is given, this is the PDF. Suppose this value is lambda plus k. This value is lambda minus k. So this area under the curve and this area under the curve will give the required result. So this area under the curve, lambda plus k to infinity, gives probability of 1 by 0 transmission, and this area under the curve gives probability of 0 by 1 transmission. So when the PDF of noise is given at the input of the decision device, so you can simply calculate all these values. In the case 2, the PDF of noise is not directly given, rather PDF of random variable y is given at the input of the decision device. So in case 2, for y greater than lambda, decides in the favor of 1. For y less than lambda, it decides in the favor of 0. So in the case 2, the conditional PDFs of y at the input of decision device is given. So in this case, the conditional PDFs, that is fy 1 transmission y, fy 0 transmission y is given. So here also you have to calculate all these parameters. So it becomes probability of 0 transmission into probability of 1 by 0 transmission plus probability of 1 transmission into probability of 0 by 1 transmission. So this probability of 0 transmission becomes the probability of S0 equal to S02, and this probability of 1 transmission becomes probability of S0 equal to S01. Similarly, the probability of 1 by 0 transmission becomes equal to the probability of y 0 transmission greater than lambda. So here we will directly relate it with the PDF. It will become lambda to infinity conditional PDF of y at the input of decision device when 0 is transmitted, and this probability of 0 by 1 transmission becomes probability of y 1 transmission less than lambda, or it becomes minus infinity to lambda fy of 1 transmission y dy. So in this manner you can calculate these two probabilities. Graphically, the PDFs will be given. This is A plus K, this is B plus K. Second PDF will be this is the PDF of y for 0 transmission, so it will be A minus K, B minus K, and this PDF will be A plus K, B plus K. So the overlapping region of these two particular conditional PDFs will define the range of the lambda. So the optimum threshold must lie between this B minus K to A minus K. So if the conditional PDFs are given at the input of the decision device, then the overlapping region between them will define the range of the lambda. So suppose lambda falls somewhere between here. This is lambda. This is your lambda. So in case of zero transmission, this particular area represents probability of 1 by 0 transmission, and in this case this particular area represents probability of 0 when 1 is transmitted. So in this case, in this manner, you can calculate all the probabilities or the conditional probabilities. In the next class, we will discuss how to calculate the minimum probability of error from the above discussions. Thank you.
So hopefully we have understood every concept in this class. If you have any doubt in any concept, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll try to resolve that thing. Apart from that, you can also follow me on various social media platforms. For example, you can join this Telegram group where you will be getting important notification, important updates. This is Telegram group where you can also comment, you can ask your queries, or maybe you can also suggest me for the improvement. Apart from that, this is my Unacademy profile. On this Unacademy profile, you should also follow me so that you can get the important updates of the Unacademy also, right? And this is the Notion page. You just have to type this tiny.cc/VishalGate. So you will be redirected to a page where all the special classes are arranged very systematically. तो मैंने बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स पे स्पेशल क्लास ले रखी है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नाइक्विस्ट, फूरियर सीरीज, latches and flip flop, double integrations, okay, lot of things are there. So you will be getting all these concepts absolutely free of cost. You just have to type this in your URL, you will be redirected to that page and attend these lectures one by one. You will be getting a next level confidence in these topics that I can guarantee you. Now this is the Notion page of your YouTube, on which you will be getting the links of the YouTube. Apart from that, you will be also getting the PDFs of that particular lecture. So this is very important for you, and just you have to type http://bit.ly/gatelive. So gatelive, you just have to type it in the capital so that you can access all the lectures link and PDF arranged systematically. So if you want to attend or you want to clear the examination with the free resource, then this is the channel for you. This is the best recorded videos which has been ever made. You just have to go to that lecture, just click the link and download the PDF and start studying systematically. So we have also done this for you so that any student, whether he is sitting any part of this country, should not face the difficulty in cracking the examination, whether he can afford or he cannot. Now if you can afford, then the subscription prices are not something which you cannot pay. It is very nominal amount which you can pay, and you can just avoid all the distractions, all the time wastage which we will be doing in downloading those PDFs, arranging them, arranging for the test series, and a lot of other things that you have to arrange, doubt solvings you have to arrange by yourself. If you want to avoid all those distractions in a very nominal amount, so you can go for the Unacademy Plus subscription. For 12-month subscription, you have to pay only 74 rupees per day. Apart from that, for 18-month subscription, which is the best possible subscription, you have to pay 63 rupees per day. It is even lesser than the pizzas that you order on your home. So it is that much of amount that can shape your career, that can give you the best possible rank in the examinations under the guidance of the best teachers of the country, which has been right now placed on the Unacademy. Now 24-month subscription will cost you 54 rupees per day. So these subscription amounts will give you the subscription for the desired period. Apart from that, if you are using this code, you just have to remember this code, write my name, write GATE after it. You can also write ESC after it. So you have to write my name and write ESC after it. So any one of these code, once you apply, you will be immediately getting the 10% discount. You will be getting all the features of the Unacademy. You will be getting the guidance of all the teachers present on Unacademy, and everything you will be getting that is needed to crack the examination once you are using this code. So if you think we are working hard, we are giving our best content, we are giving the free content absolutely for you guys, and everything that is needed for every student to crack the examination. So never forget to use this code whenever you are taking the subscription. So this code is very important and you have to use every time you are taking the subscription. Now those who are interested for the prices, total price amount, so let me tell you, total price is 27,225 for 12 months, 34,650 for 18, and for 24 months it is 39,600. You can also pay this by using zero cost EMI. Zero cost EMI can be paid by credit card and debit card. In debit cards, there are only Bajaj and HDFC as of now available. Okay, so the zero cost EMI means you do not have to pay anything extra. Any interest is not, you should not pay, and you have to pay this much of amount on the daily basis if you are looking for the zero cost EMI option. Apart from that, if you are coming for Iconic subscription, so Iconic mein, I have already told you that your personal coach will be the game changer. He will be he will be basically following you to give you the guidance so that you can get the success in a very short span of time. So he will be following you, he will be pushing you every time. Now once you use this coupon code, this will be costing you around 45,225, and if you are using this coupon code, write my name gate after it, you will be getting the 24-month subscription of Iconic in 66,600 rupees. Fine. Apart from that, every one of you should follow this Gate Aspirant group, and there also some important notification always comes. Now what are the YouTube channels that you should immediately subscribe? This Creatrix, this is the channel on which you are present. This is Unacademy Gate Questions, where previous year questions has been solved by the educators. So you'll be getting all the previous year questions video solution apart from the PDF also. This is the Electrical Junction channel, where you will be getting the important concepts of EC and electrical. And this is Engineering Pathshala, where you will be getting some practical aspect of the videos, some animated videos that will enhance your ability to think. So these are the channels which you should immediately subscribe so that you can get a better content. Fine. Now these are my some YouTube videos which I have created for you. In all of these videos will give you some motivation, guidance, content, and some strategy. So these are hand-picked videos. You can immediately follow these videos. Okay, so thank you so much. And those who are coming on this channel, immediately share all the content which is present on this channel. We are working very hard for you guys, so this is your responsibility that you should share this channel, you should subscribe this channel, also share the link of this channel, link of the videos, link of the educator whom you follow, so that every student who is needy, they can come onto this channel and they can get the best possible rank. So all the best everyone, let's crack it.